Brought to you by Penguin.
The World in 6 Songs: How the Musical Brain Created Human Nature. This is the author, Daniel Levitin. The World in 6 Songs contains lyrics from many well-known and not well-known songs. Due to copyright restrictions, we're not able to sing them for you, but I can recite the lyrics, which I will do here, unless the songs are in the public domain. Chapter 1. Taking It from the Top, or The Hills Are Alive. On my desk right now, I have a stack of music CDs that couldn't be more different. An 18th century opera by Marin Marais, whose lyrics describe the gory details of a surgical operation. A North African griot singing a song to businessmen passing by in the hopes of securing a handout. A piece written 185 years ago that requires 120 musicians to perform it properly, each of them reading a very specific and inviolable part off of a page. Beethoven's Symphony No. 9. Also in the pile, 40 minutes of groans and shrieks made by humpback whales in the Pacific. A North Indian raga accompanied by electric guitar and drum machine. A Peruvian Andes vocal chorus of How to Make a Water Jug. Would you believe an ode to the gustatory pleasures of homegrown tomatoes? Plant 'em in the spring, eat 'em in the summer. All winter without 'em's a culinary bummer. I forget all about the sweatin' and diggin' every time I go out and pick me a biggin'. Homegrown tomatoes, homegrown tomatoes. What'd life be without homegrown tomatoes? Only 2 things that money can't buy. That's true love and homegrown tomatoes. Guy Clark. That all these are music may seem self-evident to some, or the stuff of argument to others. Many of our parents or grandparents or children say that the music we listen to isn't music at all. It's just noise. Noise, by definition, is a set of sounds that are random, confused, or uninterpretable. Could it be that all sound is potentially musical if only we could understand its internal structure, its organization? This is what the composer Edgar Varèse was driving at when he famously defined music as organized sound. What sounds like noise to one person is music to another, and vice versa. In other words, one man's Mozart is another's Madonna. One person's Prince is another's Purcell, Parton, or Parker. Perhaps there is a key to understanding what is common to all these collections of sounds, and to what has driven humans since the beginning to engage with them so deeply as not just sound, but music. Music is characterized both by its ubiquity and its antiquity, as the musicologist David Huron notes. There is no known culture now or any time in the past that lacks it, and some of the oldest human-made artifacts found at archaeological sites are musical instruments. Music is important in the daily lives of most people in the world, and has been throughout human history. Anyone who wants to understand human nature, the interaction between brain and culture, between evolution, mind, and society, has to take a close look at the role that music has held in the lives of humans, at the way that music and people co-evolved, each shaping the other. Musicologists, archaeologists, and psychologists have danced around the topic, but until now, no one has brought all of these disciplines together to form a coherent account of the impact music has had on the course of our social history. This book is a lot like making a family tree, a tree of musical themes that have shaped our ancestors' lives, their working days, their sleepless nights, the soundtrack of civilization. Anthropologists, archaeologists, biologists, and psychologists all study human origins. But relatively little attention has been paid to the origins of music. I find that odd. Americans spend more...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?